It's Laura. I am doing a different kind of video for you today. I am going to be going through some of my own personal closet items and showing you what I have in my personal closet, probably telling you a little bit about where I got it. And I am also going to be probably purging some items. I have a very large wardrobe, especially considering that I almost never leave my house anymore. So I will be doing some purging. I'm just not really sure of how much I'm going to be able to let go of. Because my wardrobe is so large, I'm going to be splitting this video series, I'm going to be splitting this project up into multiple videos and do a little series for you. I think that today I'm going to probably just be doing my jumpsuits and rompers, maybe some of my dresses. I'm going to set a timer for myself for half an hour so that I don't overwhelm you or lose track of how long I am talking, which we all know I can do. So I'm going to go ahead and set this timer. Which occasionally works, but it's working. Okay, and I'm going to start going through these things. First, I will introduce you to this lovely garment. Also, I apologize that you can't see the bottom half of me, but it was like a pick or choose kind of situation with my space. You get the top or you get the bottom. You can't really have all of it for this video. So, this really beautiful garment. This is a vintage dressing gown or bathrobe, probably from the 1940s. And I am in love. I'm in love with this. I got this in I think a red, white, and blue thrift store. That's the chain. That is the name of the chain. Hi. Okay. That's the name of the chain. I paid about $4 for this, which I was obviously over the moon about. And it was so pretty, I couldn't bring myself to sell it, even though I basically never wear it. I love the flowers, the colors. It's gorgeous. All right, that's my little dressing gown. Also, beneath my dressing gown, I have this cute little romper. It is obviously a lingerie romper, Vanity Fair. I don't remember where I got it. I think I got it at an estate sale, and it was white when I got it. I dyed it pink. We all know I love to do that. So that's staying on for the remainder of today's video. It's very easy to try clothes on over the top of. I was not brave enough to just do an undergarment situation with y'all. Sorry. Gonna get into my little jumpsuits and rompers. So first, I'm not gonna try this on because it's not that exciting. This is just a terry cloth romper. I do have a belt for it. This was part of a giant estate sale. Everything from that estate sale was kind of neglected for a very long time. When I got this, it was white, and the buttons on it were white with little red anchors. I dyed this many times to get a color that I was happy with. I was trying to go lighter, didn't really work. Anyway, it still needs some additional buttons, but it's really comfortable and fun to just wear around the house as loungewear. I am keeping this. It's not going anywhere. I wouldn't really find it worthy of selling anyway because it's not in great condition, but it was a fun piece to play around with. There it is. And it's comfortable. The belt does not actually go with it. It was a separate terry cloth belt that I found, and I just dyed it to be the same. So there's that. I'm going to throw it over here. All right. Now it's the really fun stuff. Okay. So first, I have this. I am keeping this. This is a 1980s jumpsuit. And in fact, here, I will try on. I wasn't going to try everything on for you. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Absolutely gorgeous dressing gown. This is going to look really stupid over this little romper, but I don't care because I'm not doing that. All right, so let's see. Also, it's going to be super fun to see how much shimmying is required for me to get into some of these clothing items. Like this one. Ah. Obviously, that's one of the downfalls of vintage. You know, you find something and that's the only one there is. So you either fit or you don't. It's not a question of picking up the next size. So, here we go. Ugh. I still, look at that, not even zippered all the way. And then this would obviously go up around here. This does unbutton, so I could take this off entirely if I wanted to just let it stay up on its own. I don't tend to wear it that way in all of the one times that I've worn it, but isn't that so cute? This was new old stock when I bought it. I found it at a unique thrift. I think I paid like $13 for it, and I was happy to pay $13 for it. It was very cute. I was going to sell it until I tried it on, and then that was all over. So, staying in my personal wardrobe, at least for now. Ever since the pandemic hit, I, like most of America, was housebound for quite a while, and I have not really returned to, where's my hanger? Oh my gosh. I haven't really returned to pre-pandemic levels of being out of the house yet. Partially because my own routines were interrupted, and partially because some of the things that I was doing out of the house just really haven't come back to normal fully. I do live right outside of New York City, and I work from home, so, you know, it hasn't been totally normal, but that's okay. Anyway, so some of these clothing pieces are things that I would be wearing on a regular basis pre-pandemic times, and so I've chosen not to try to get rid of them yet, because I still anticipate some of these things kind of coming back to normal at some point in the future. Anyway, this is a jumpsuit. I fucking love this. I love this so much. I can't remember which way is front, and I don't know if it matters. I got this from my friend, Stephanie. Stephanie runs Steph Smashes Vintage, and she can be found on Etsy and whatever, eBay, Depop, Poshmark, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, not YouTube. All right, so I love this. It's so comfortable. It's so much fun. It does have some holes in places throughout. It's kind of a nylon jersey, and it's super stretchy. It's so pretty, so much fun. This is never leaving. It fits me wonderfully. Thank goodness. Which, by the way, is the only reason that Stephanie gave it up, is because she didn't fit into it the way that she wanted to. So, gorgeous. Keeping it forever. All right. Next, this is a very cute little romper. It is like 60s era. I got this at a store in Manhattan called L Train Vintage. I do not remember which one. They are a chain of vintage thrift stores. So everything they sell, well, they primarily sell vintage, and they have a whole bunch of stores that run on the L Train line of the subway. I think I paid $11 for this when I bought it, but it may have been more. I don't remember exactly. But look how cute. Hi. And it's skirted. I don't know if you can see all the way down that far, but it's like a little romper with a skirt underneath. So cute. It's a lot of fun. I just wore this to a family event recently, so that was fun to be able to break that back out. I hadn't worn it in years. Okay. Let's see. This is a very tedious process with all these hangers and whatnot. My tendency is to want to throw them on the floor just to be done with moving on. All right, this is a fun jumpsuit also. So this was a neat story, and I have more than one piece from this sale. I was pet sitting for a friend of mine, and when I left her house, one of the houses on her street was having a garage sale, and they had been some sort of production company, and they had a whole bunch of vintage clothes. I bought so much of it. This was several years ago, and this particular jumpsuit, along with some others, oh, it's still so cute. Look at this, man. Oh, I love this. And pockets that I forgot about. It's got pockets. This particular jumpsuit had like bows pinned to the front because they had made it into a clown outfit, which, like, I get it. I can see that. Hold on. I'm going to show you the leg on these because I don't think you can see them. Look at that. Oh, there's so many holes, though. There's a bunch of big holes there. But this hits about mid-calf length on me, and it's so comfortable and fun. I love it so much. I was thinking maybe I would sell this, but sadly, there's holes. Can't sell it. Also, though, it's It's too cute. I love it. All right, let's see. I don't remember individually how much this was when I bought everything from this particular garage sale. I think I paid $60 or $80 and I had like 30 or 40 pieces from them. It was pretty fantastic. So there's that. All right, let's see. I'm going to skip to this one because this is the other one that I got from that same garage sale. This was also made up as a clown outfit. This one is a little bit more upsetting because they made some alterations to it that I could not correct very well. Oh, this might be a shimmy situation. See if I can get this on. Oh. Okay, there we go. All right, so there's that. You can see this big patch here. They had glued pom-poms onto the front of this. So I had taken them off. I was removing as much of the glue as possible. It's not too terrible, but this is the most noticeable spot. There's another one here. The third one kind of came off well. And then in the back, hold on, where is it? You can see where that closure is. I'm not going to torture you with trying to close it, but they took the buttons off and sewed Velcro onto it. I have not made an attempt to correct that yet. Usually, as long as I can get the two Velcro pieces to stick together, which is kind of hard with my arm angle, but once they're stuck together, I'm okay. I do want to put a button on there eventually though. This is cotton, so it's like extra super perfectly comfortable. Also never selling or getting rid of this. Ever, 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 ever. I love it so much. Okay. Let's see. This is another little romper, and I will be honest, I don't remember where I got this. I've had it for many years, and I actually had it listed on Etsy for a period of time, and I do not remember why I tried it on, or I don't know. I'm pretty sure I had it listed on Etsy and then took it back down. It's really cute. This is another like super slinky kind of nylon knit fabric, and I'm pretty sure there are some small holes in it somewhere. They're not the kind of holes that would prevent me from listing it as is, but I love it. It's very cute and very wide skirted, although, you know, it's shorts because it's a romper, but it's adorable. Look at it. Okay. It's very good that I do yoga. Look at this. I don't know how people whose arms don't do that are able to get any of their clothes on or off if they wear vintage. This particular piece also does still have its label. I haven't been showing you too many labels. I think you can see that, I hope. Saucony, I think it was. Yeah, nothing else really had labels that were any fun. Let's see. Okay, let's put that away. This little jumpsuit I may end up selling, only because I have, as you can see, a lot of jumpsuits. This particular color scheme is not one that I tend to gravitate towards too much. I think it buttons up the back. All right. Is it? Yes. So often I wear this, I don't even remember how to put it on. I got this at Salvation Army, and I don't remember how much I paid for it. It was definitely under $10. So let's see. It is fun. I really enjoy the collar on this. It's going to take so long for me to try and button. Why is it have buttons? And is it? So annoying. All right. Here's why I believe that the buttons are all in the back, because this collar, which is like a very 60s-ish, and I'm pretty sure this is how I wore it. So anyway, I'm not buttoning the whole thing up because that'll torture all of us. There is a tie on this in the back, which is cute. And then there's also this other tie. I don't I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I've kept it together, but this is cute. It does not have pockets. I was gonna say, if it has pockets, that'll definitely let us know what direction this goes in. Anyway, nice wide leg. Look at that, how cute that is. Love this. I may sell this, only because I have so many other ones. And the other problem I have now is I have a very difficult time wearing any polyester, nylon, non-cotton items have become difficult for me because I just get too hot. So, so I will probably sell this one for those reasons. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. I don't know how much you care about my obsession with which is the front and which is the back of this. All right. What is on here? This is another one that, my God, is never going anywhere. So it's not technically a jumpsuit. It's a two-piece set, pants and top. Look at it. So, so good. All right. So for me, the top is fine. It's cute. And if the top were by itself, it would just be like, I wouldn't care about the top on its own. We'll get to this in a second. It's the pants that do it for me. Look at these things. These are definitely going to be a shimmy situation to get these things on. This is absolutely polyester, torture to wear sometimes, but, oh, this is going to be tight. Okay. But also, obviously, these are not necessarily a summer set. Oh, look at these pants. It's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, they're giant, giant wide leg. I love them. All right, and let's see. Top. So, okay, there we go. This gets tied. So, that's the set. And then it has this, which obviously just really, I actually prefer to wear a chain belt with this. So I have these great, like a long silver chain belt that goes around here, and then I'll have a long tail. Looks so cool. But I'm not going to torture you with finding it. But, love it, never selling it. Over my dead body. So. That's the sad part, is that the majority of these jumpsuits seem to be an I'm not selling situation. I think there's going to be more purging when I get to the dresses. Probably. But, okay, let's see. So sorry about this tedium of putting these back on the hanger. If I do not do this, they will be in a pile on my floor for the next 3 months. So, there we go. All right, I have 2 more jumpsuits. I still have 13 minutes out of half an hour. We might be able to get to some dresses. Or I should stop after the jumpsuits. I don't know. I can't tell anymore what is too long for a video. I either want something that's like an hour long or 5 minutes, personally. All right, this is another amazing jumpsuit. It's an acrylic sweater knit. I love this so much. Love it. Wide leg. The legs are very long on me, which is extra fun because I'm 5'11". Technically, I'm kind of 5'10" now because I'm old and I shrank a little, but I've got 5'11" written in so many of my listings that now I just keep saying 5'11". All right. So cute. There is a belt that's made of the same material that matches this. I don't have it with it because I had to repair it, which I did, I repaired it, I just have not reunited it with its jumpsuit yet. But also I love to put chain belts with this as well. So that, I don't remember where I got this, honestly. Nice wide leg. It's either a thrift store or an estate sale. I did not buy it like, you know, sort of off of a secondhand site or anything. It's so sad. I'm usually really good about remembering where I got things. I don't remember where I got this from at all. So, okay. The tag is probably not, oh. Dolphin of California is the brand. Let me see. I hope you can see that, I think. I don't know, it's dark, my lights, as usual, my lighting situation. I guess what would be ideal is if I somehow found a second light to put behind the camera, so when I show you guys tags, it could still be lit. All right, this, love this also. Also don't remember where I got it. I think I got it at an estate sale, but I'm not 100% positive. This is such a weird one for me to try to wear because it's a sweater knit, but it's sleeveless, and you know, the legs on it are really adorable, but they're sort of better worn with like flats. They're not really a boot. I basically, my shoes are all either flip-flops, ballet flats, Doc Martens, Fry boots, or some Converse. So for me, this basically is either ballet flats or flip-flops. But then that doesn't really work well in cold weather. So anyway, tie the back of this. This is so cute. All right, there. So I love the shoulders on this. It's flattering for me, I think. How cute that is. The back. And then the legs. I'm hoping that you guys can see what I'm doing when I do this. I think so. But, oh my God. Look at how cute. I love it so much. I think I've only worn this once or twice ever. Never selling it. I love it. It's really fun. Okay. I have my AC cranking, which you can probably hear. I'm trying to speak loudly enough to compensate, but it's hot. It's hot, and I have these stupid lights on, so it's hotter. These are two of my favorite dresses that I literally have not worn in so many years I couldn't even tell you. This is the first one. So, technically, these get worn with the buttons going down the back, but I don't like them that way. Number one, because look at all the flipping buttons on this. Number two, I just don't like, I don't know. I like them with the buttons down the front better. So, I think I'm gonna have to put this over my head unless I want to unbutton more buttons. I normally would wear a colored slip under this. So, you know, this color works great. I have like a purple slip. Oh my God. All right. Oh, I love this. I haven't worn it in so long. It's so pretty. Let's see. I'm not going to do all the buttons because, again, torture for you to watch that. But look at this. Look how pretty. I love it. I love all these little guys. There's like these little, I don't know, fruity, flowery, dangly things. So cute. I bought this one off of Etsy many years ago, and I think I paid $100 for it when I bought it. I had seen it elsewhere online. Hold on one second, so sorry. I had seen it somewhere else, and was in love with it, and $99 at the time was a steal. Probably still is. The brand on this, the manufacturer, is Philip Lim. I will be honest, I do not know if the current designer, Philip Lim, is the same company, if they're related, but this Philip Lim's in the 70s did a whole bunch of this kind of stuff. My second dress, also, same thing, and this one has the tag, so I will show you. Yeah, so this just says Lims, but I'm pretty sure it's Philip also. Let's see, I'm gonna make sure that you guys can see this tag before I get, all right, I think you can see that. Get a little closer, because this is worth it. There you go. And I love these pieces. The dresses most especially, but there are also tops that are really pretty. They may get somewhat expensive. For a few years, there was an eBay shop that had a lot of these pieces available at pretty reasonable prices, which I believe is where I got this one. I've always wanted to get more and just never do. I'm gonna have to unbutton more here. Hold on. There we go. What makes me really angry with this particular dress that I'm trying on for you now is at some point, I think one or two of the buttons had come off and I had to put them back on. I really should have undone another button, but I'm impatient. Oh, here we go. Good God. All right. Ooh. So a couple of buttons had come off and I had to put them back on. So I had this dress sitting in a pile for God knows how long, and I couldn't find the button that I knew I had saved. I knew it was somewhere. I couldn't find it. So finally, I was going through all these piles of things, trying to deal with them, and I realized that the buttons were on it. So somehow I put the button back on the dress, forgot that I did it, still had the dress sitting in this pile, pending for, I mean, like 2 years. Anyway, so I don't remember why I still thought something needed to be done to it, but look at it. It's so pretty. I just love these so much. Again, with the colored slips underneath, it's just extra awesome. Ah, I love it. All right. You can see this one's like we're a little bit straining the waistline, but still never selling it. You will have to kill me. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. All right. I've got 2 more dresses that I will be able to get through for you. These are just the crochet dresses, ladies and gentlemen, and people and folks. This one I love. I do remember where I got this one. I got this one at a Goodwill in Georgia when I was visiting my dad. I think it was $8. And I did not really fit into it well at the time. But I held on to it for a long time with the whole like, oh, maybe I'll lose weight and fit into it, which, you know, we all know doesn't ever happen, except then I did. And then I fit into it and it looked really good. All right, I'm not gonna zip the whole thing up, but look how cute this is. And I don't know if you can tell, it's glittery. It's like metallic glittery. Love it. It is acrylic, but obviously good for winter. It's got that whole like Victorian kind of thing, a little bit prairie. The sleeves are sort of bishop-y, bishop, balloon, I don't know. All right, I gotta take this off because I'm gonna die. So hot. But very, very awesome. I love this dress. This was a fun find. The other thing I love is that acrylic stuff is just so easy to take care of. Like, you throw it in the washing machine, who cares? All right, I'll show you the tag. There, let's see. So neat, I love it. All right, I've got one more one more crochet dress to show you. This is from the 70s. Let me show you the tag first. It's just, there you go, Bergdorf Goodman. And this was a very popular kind of style. You may see a lot of similar dresses to this online. I've sold other dresses that are very similar to this. It's a very 70s, does 30s and 40s kind of style. This one, I can't remember if I got this at a thrift store or an estate sale. Because somebody sewed up the button here. I've gotten several of them, which is part of the reason why I can't remember where this came from. And it's just such a nice, like, it's kind of simple for me because it's not, doesn't have 74 colors going on and whatnot, but I love the crochet top. I love the, you know, the puff of the sleeves. It's so pretty. So, there's that. All right. And that is all that I'm going to show you for now because it's been about half an hour. And I have so many more things. But I appreciate you watching and following along with me. Let me know if you don't want to see more of these videos. It's not really styling, it's really just kind of showing you what's in my personal closet. If that's something you're not interested in, dresses are super fun, I know that. Once we get into like yoga pants, it may be less exciting. So, I appreciate you watching and stay tuned for my next video, which will be more dresses.